Lil' tune, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers. I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys. Drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not India. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800. Eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yeah.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature.
Yeah.
They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. No more distractions. It's time to get this one started, as here we go. Super Bowl 61 is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Graves. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Graves. And he he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 4th down, Graves. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. It in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Now he's forced out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard. But that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a minute. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Walker once more, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Wilson on second down. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Graves. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Graves. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Graves. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the reception made by Green. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive. Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The Charger drive about to get going. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Graves. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw on third down, Graves. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before break. Graves going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl from way up at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Graves. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Graves. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Running left is Walker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Walker once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Graves. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, Graves. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on second down. Graves. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now Sam Sloman is on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Wilson to throw. This complete to Langford. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Graves. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They give the Chubb out of the gun across the 30 to the 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61, the culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Graves. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Anthony Schwartz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close with the And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go up the middle with Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. operating from the gun. Wilson forced out to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sam Sloman now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 6. it's out. Langford loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding it.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now Chubb running right. He will push his way down to about the 14. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take it